Hello, friends. You know, there are any number of things for which I am just profoundly grateful about Hilliard Memorial Christian Church. And what I'm about to share with you is a pretty trivial one on that list. But I need to tell you, I am actually really glad that Hilliard does not have a message board sign out front. I have seen church signs, church message boards get more preachers in trouble than almost anything else. Yeah, people just have a tendency to get too cute with them, you know. They put these silly little sayings up there, things they came across in an old newsletter somewhere. You know, things like, why pay for GPS? Jesus gives direction for free. Or, you know, Walmart isn't the only saving place. It's also pretty easy to be misunderstood on a church sign. And my favorite instance of that I've ever come across, my friend Glenn at his former church, they used to put the sermon title for the week on the church sign. It was on a busy intersection in Atlanta, and they'd have the sermon title, and then underneath it would be, join us for worship. Sermon title, join us for worship. Well, one week Glenn's sermon title was, have you ever been to hell? They put that up on the board. Have you ever been to hell? Come join us for worship. One of Glenn's deacons actually worked for the Weather Channel, and they took footage of it, and it was shared nationally for a while. Church signs can get you into trouble for all sorts of different reasons. But I have to say, my biggest fear, my only real fear with church signs is this, that we can use them in such a way that we make God seem cute or trivial or pithy or oversimplified. You know, I've seen that sign out on a country church, and I bet you've seen the bumper stickers too that say, God said it, we believe it, that settles it. God said it, we believe it, that settles it. You know, I don't even know where to begin with that. I get the sentiment, I do. It's just, it isn't that easy, is it? You know, there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that I struggle with to accept at face value. You know, what about Paul writing about women not speaking in church? What about, you know, all this business about stoning adulterers or the way that slavery is condoned and accepted? All the contradictions in the Bible. What about the end of Acts 2? Where church members sell everything and they pool all their money together and give it to the poor. You know, people who take the Bible literally don't usually point to that verse as an example of where to start. One of the reasons that I am a member of the Christian Church Disciples of Christ, one of the main reasons that I am a disciple, is that I'm less concerned with being right about God than I am with being in relationship with God. I'm less concerned about being right than I am being in relationship. You know, there are plenty of people who go around convinced of their rightness, ready to hit you over the head with a 90-pound Bible at a moment's notice. And not only are they 100% convinced of their rightness, they're 100% convinced of your wrongness too. And they are all too eager to gleefully, joyfully point it out to you. In the Bible, we call these people Pharisees. It's not that I think doctrine is unimportant, because I don't. I just don't think it's the most important thing. There's a difference between believing in something and believing that. Believing that Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Old Testament, or believing that creation happened in a literal 6-day week, believing this or that to be true, to be factual. There's a difference between believing that certain things happened in a certain way and believing in God, being in relationship with God, seeking to love and to serve and to worship and to follow. It's not to say what we believe in isn't important, because it certainly is. I'm just saying maybe it's not the most important thing. In the Christian Church, Disciples of Christ, we don't ask you to say a creed. We don't make you sign a statement of faith. All we ask is that you make a simple confession, the very same confession that Peter made at Caesarea Philippi so long ago. I believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. There's other stuff that's important. There is. But that's the truth that binds us together. What you believe about God is never as important as who you are to God. That's the foundation of our faith. And I pray that in that truth, you will find strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. Take care, and God bless.